right? And then Ally, Mr. R, something like that. Tweak is in there as well. And look at this. Jeez Louise tweeting, a little kid fighting a robot, not fair. I mean, to be fair, Ness was a robot at one point.
Shouts to Luis for the Digimon avatar. Love me some Digimon. they don't get enough rep. All right. Let's get into
That is an
Town
ugly
City.
cat. Who drew that face? Get that cat off my screen. All right.
That was me trying to telestrate earlier.
All right, I'm just going to X out that cat on the replay. But coming up right now, Mr. R against Project Ego, Sheik against Cloud. This is something that Mr. R is so familiar with.
I've seen him take Ned to the cleaners when he's played Ned previously. Although, of course, Ned has leveled up quite some time since he's been able to face Mr. R. But he knows this matchup super well. He plays a very dangerous Cloud himself.
Yo.
But he's got tricks up his sleeve to take out the Final Fantasy VII protagonist. Let's see if they come into play here. Right now, I'm going to force the limit climb hazard already. Just great resource management here from Mr. R.
Yeah, I mean, he's only at 19%. He's just running over Project Ego. Only 19% taken. Once you're off stage against Sheik, your options are so limited, especially if you don't have that limit break. And look at this. He's just taking him all the way across. He has the down tilt, but he unfortunately does not convert all the way. Ego getting a few percent, but nothing crazy.
And, you know, it just seems like Ego does not know when there is a moment to breathe here versus Mr. R. Like, the time of possession right now, Mr. R has been about 95%. He's just always hitting Project Evo right now.
Yep.
Ego, I think, has gotten maybe one combo or like 3 or 4 stray hits at most.
You can see Mr. R really feeling himself. He just kind of dash dance outside of Project Ego's shield, just saying, what are you going to do? As soon as you commit to something, I'm going to punish you for it. Mr. R is just, the movement is so fresh. It looks so good.
Oh, but this is a stock here. Cleaning up with that limit cross slash. Great awareness from Project Ego, and, you know, new lease on life here in game 1. Buddy.
Oh, that could have been so bad for Mr. R. He should thank his lucky stars, but he does make it. Good sweet spot by Project Ego, who might have a shot here if Mr. R keeps dropping stuff like that.
But the needles might have eaten the jump. No, okay, we will be living here.
That should have been it, though. I mean, he had his back to the shield. That really should have done it for Mr. R. But he didn't feel confident in doing that. He's just going to slowly whittle away at Project Ego. Good stuff on that Vanish, so he finally does hit it. Just the slightest, you know, misinput, mistiming on that sweet spot. Project Ego loses that stock. Mr. R takes game 1.
We saw him attempt the, Mr. R attempt the Vanish earlier on the right side of the stage. Ego was able to use the Magnet Hands to go a little bit lower than anticipated and make it around, but I don't think Ego was expecting it the second time.
Yep. I think he probably saw the first one. He was like, oh, that doesn't work. And then it did work. So here we go, Battlefield for game 2. I think this does make sense. The Animal Crossing stages are typically very good for Sheik. So I'm just kind of surprised that that's where we went first. Tri-Plat's very good for Sheik, but also very good for Cloud for keeping people in the air, kind of sharking under the platforms with the up air. But right now, none of that is happening, because Mr. R is just destroying Project Ego in terms of, you know, early percent, but there it is, just a couple up airs.
Yep, that's all it takes. That up air does so much damage. Adding up real quick here, and the down smash giving Ego the stage, and, you know, all right.
You know, I think he tried to buffer a jump, like jump up B.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't happen. Because I know he had one, right?
That's pretty unfortunate. Or he could have had tap jump on. That's another way to lose a jump immediately.
Without even realizing it, yeah.
But that was a risk-it-all moment looking for that forward air, and he paid the ultimate price. Going to lose the stock, and you don't give Mr. R freebies, as a rule.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
He doesn't really lose games where people give him freeze. And look at these turnaround up-tilt combos coming out.
The pivots are so nice, and he did so much percent there. He's at 104. He's got a little bit of rage. Not that Sheik is, you know, a huge rage monster, but he should be able to pull something out early, and I really don't like the use of limit there. He's got to keep that for if Mr. R gets him off stage, trying to shave off that stock early, you know, with taking out his recovery options. Really surprised he went for that.
There is an argument to be made for burning that limit in the thought you had to read, because there are some 50-50s to kill Sheik can land on Limit Cloud that don't work as well on Limitless.
Right, that's true.
So it can kind of save your bacon in the neutral here a little bit if you're not being knocked off stage. But
that's what you get.
Mr. R blinked there, and there you see him. I guess he's still playing the game.
Can you believe it? Mr. R just... I guess we got it. We should have done his internal monologue there. Like, can't believe that happened. All right, so right now, as you can tell, not much happened in that time frame. He's at 119% Project Ego, but he does have that limit. Remember, finishing touch is always that ace in the hole.
It takes a long time for that to come online here on Battlefield because the ceiling is so high.
Yep.
And Sheik does fall decently fast, but oh, he's looking for it there. The grounded version.
All right, you got it. I was expecting like a late up air into it, but if you want to just do it raw, you got it. It's like a level 3 super. I feel it.
Sometimes you just gotta wake up finishing touch.
And now 146%. Oh, he doesn't have, yeah, that's gonna do it.
Cleaning him up here, great awareness on the punish. People think they can get away with that high climb hazard, but these players are optimizing at the highest level how to punish that. It used to be pretty free to get the ledge there, but not for Mr. R.
Yeah, it was just kind of unfortunate. I mean, he grabbed the ledge once, and then he just went... I don't understand what the usage of climb hazard there was, because when you're at 150, if you go for that again, if they don't just try to punish you, if they just shield, you're gonna perish, unfortunately. So, you know, good stuff to Mr. R, obviously showing us why he's probably the top Sheik in the world. And Project Ego, back to the drawing board, unfortunately.
Yep, looks like we do have a couple of replays lined up from that set, so let's go check them out.
Let's get it going. So right now, you're going to see right here, Mr. R with this bouncing fish stage spike. So that's a frame trap. So what he did, I'm going to go back and rewind that, bring Cloud back. This is some like...
Oh, he got the untechable spin.
Yeah, so he gets the untechable spin, gets him here. So at this moment, Project Ego has two options. It's either to die or to air dodge and then die. No tech right there on the stage spike, and he falls anyway. So awesome stuff to Mr. R, catching him there. There's the back air on the side, and you're going to see right here, Ninja Vanish.
And there's nothing that Cloud can do. Cloud does have many vulnerable frames in that climb hazard where he actually cannot tech. And there, I think, grabbing him off of the bottom of the ledge with that perfect shield, down tilt, up air. Easy conversion here for Mr. R.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he went for that. You know, like, you already got the ledge, your invincibility's gone, going for the climb hazard, like, I guess it's really scary because Mr. R, you know, he dominates the ledge very strongly in a lot of matchups. Like, he'll do that retreating there, and it's really oppressive, and it's hard to get around from. So I guess he was just trying to figure something out, but unfortunately that was not the answer. But coming up next, guys, we got another Midwest battle with Pow Pow. I believe he's #1 or #2 in Wisconsin, one of the two.
I think
know it's him and
#2
Marshall
at the moment.
Yeah.